Hey, Flip the Script 2.0. I am here with our 2024 reset video. So, in order, I know there is a lot of information on the web right now around like how to prepare for 2024. But I see some vision boards, I see a lot of planning for the new year, and I'm very excited. This year, I decided to really sit down and break down my reset. Normally, I just do a vision board and just go off of the new year. But this year, I really decided to sit in everything. So I took my time and I broke down my 2024 prep in 3 Ds. So the 3 Ds are declutter, deep cleaning, and decorating. So the reason why I focused on these three things is because I believe before I step into my next season, I really wanted to declutter. So I took my time and got rid of all of the things that no longer served me. And this was very, very important because it gave me a chance to really think about everything that I was getting rid of. Like, not just the things in my home, but like a lot of the things that I entertained this year, 2023, that did not serve me, and how I am ready to release and let go. So it gave me the comfort to release and let go. So I really, really, really want to encourage you to go through your stuff and declutter your stuff. Also, I noticed, which I wasn't expecting at first, but when I was decluttering, I didn't find a lot of junk. I found it was a lot of things that didn't serve me, but I also found things that I had buried or hidden that I was seeing online that I wanted. And I'll insert a clip here. But I saw some things online that I wanted and that I was going to purchase, but I already had them. So that was just showing me that confirmation, like, I have an abundance of things. I do not need any more things. So as I go into the next season of a frugal year, I just have to remind myself, like, you have all the things that you want. You really do. So I really, really, really want you guys to go through and declutter, so you can not only get rid of some things, but also find some things as well, and get, you know, reacclimated with the things that you may have had hidden that will serve you. For the next deep cleaning, this was also aligned with what I want to do next year, which is just keeping my spaces cleaned. I just feel like it just gives you a free. I love when a house just smells good and everything has its place and things are just where they need to be. And that is exactly how I want my life to be next year. Everything has a place, it has a lane, and it should be there. So during the deep cleaning phase, I just wipe down walls and I really, really, really nurture my space. A lot of times we move forward, and yes, I do have a lot of goals, but I also want to be grateful and sit in the gratitude that I am in a space that I prayed for. I am in a space that I journaled about and I always thought about, and I wanted that. So I want to be grateful and I want to be appreciative and love on the things that I have, and and get rid of that wanted spirit, that wanted energy, of always wanting something. So while I was deep cleaning my home, I was loving on it. I was like, getting in the crevices of things and sweeping and realizing, oh, I love my floors, and just really being grateful for the things that I already have. So I encourage you during your deep cleaning to look more into that. Like, a lot of times we get frustrated. Oh, I don't have this and I don't have that. And I want to encourage you to really look at how you're treating the things you already have. How are you treating if you want to move from an apartment to a home? How are you treating your apartment? If you're not taking care of the things that you have, you will not get bigger and better. So I really encourage you to, take care of the things that you have. Deep clean your home. Deep clean your home. While you're deep cleaning, put your music on. and just live. I really want you to live in that moment and take care of your space and be grateful and just look at all the things that you didn't have that you have now, instead of all the things that you want to get. And for all the short girlies out there, get you a stool. You'll see me in the video on a stool, getting my cabinets cleaned of like seasonings. Guys, question: do seasonings go bad? Because I had some old seasonings. I threw them out. Needless to say, we got rid of those. But yes, so get you a stool if you can't get on top of those spaces, so you can wipe down the top of those counters and things like that, and get in every space you need to. The last D, which is my favorite D of all time, is decorate. And this time around, so normally when I decorate my home, I go all out and get a bunch of things. And I love to DIY. I love home decor. It's my jam. I'm all for it. But this time around, I really wanted to be frugal and really be mindful. So like even my decorate my Christmas decorations, I knew like the last time I went Christmas decorating shopping, Christmas decor shopping, I bought a lot of items, so I did not need to buy much. So I went through my things that I already had, and I think the only thing I bought was like a Christmas tree from the dollar store. So that's the same thing I did with decorating my spaces. I already had the paint color. I used what I had. I used a lot of the things I had. I had a lot of projects sitting stagnant, which was taking up space in the home. I still then it's one project I need to find like either how I'm going to put this up, either some double-sided tape or things like that. But that'll be in another video, the details. That'll be on my Instagram and the TikTok reels of like the things I used during my decorating phases and how they look. I also did things like a gallery wall where you already have the pictures. You can go to like a CVS, a Walmart, a Walgreens, and print those for cents, put them in dollar store frames, and you have a nice gallery wall. So when I say decorate your home, I don't mean you have to go to Home Goods. I don't mean you have to go out and spend $5,000 on a couch. What I mean is get you some paint, even if it's a small project and you just get a small paint, a sample size paint a canvas, hang it up on a wall. But what I want you to do is make your spaces, walk into your space and feel like, oh, I just want to do me in here. Like the moment I decorated my the wall that I was telling you guys about in the video, I felt like I want to come in there. And I described it to my friends as like, this is just giving me sitting up in my room vibes. Like, I just want to come in here and I just want to be creative. And if you're creative, that is very important. With my office, I set my pens, I set, my laptop on my desk. I have a calendar, things that I need to use. I intentionally bought a smaller planner so I could throw it in my bag and have it with me on the go. Just being intentional about how your space is making you feel. I realized, I was so busy with work and school, and when the home was cluttered and it was a mess, it made me feel depressed. symptoms of depression. It made me feel unmotivated. It made me feel, just like out of control of my life. And that showed up in other parts of my life. And I'm just like, I have to make sure that my spaces are good so that I'm good. So next year, I do want to be intentional once again on how I am actively cleaning my spaces, actively decorating my spaces, and making sure that my spaces reflect who I am as a creative, who I want to be as a creative, and continue on that flow. I do share a home with someone, so I do keep their opinion also in mind and kind of bridge the gap of like the difference between our styles, but also making sure that it is inspiring that person as well. Like, okay, it's just something about this room that makes me want to do things. And so that is very beneficial. But yes, guys, 2024 is on the way. I am highly, highly, highly excited. I feel like 2023 was very uncomfortable for me. I don't know about you guys, but it made me get up out that comfort zone. And on the other side of my comfort zone, I was able to see that I am courageous, that I do have the tools that I need to be the person that I want to be. So I am planning to be a better version of myself next year. I am still walking into 2024 with this weight that has made me feel defeated. I won't lie. But we have a whole clean slate and we have a whole new mindset. So I just want to encourage you to keep going. I will always encourage you to keep going. Never give up. Go into the new year with a bang. Declutter, deep clean, and decorate your home, girly. I don't care how big, how small, urban, suburbs, I don't care where you are. You do those 3 Ds and you walk into the new year with your head held high and you do your thing. Period.